Crystal is going to be interviewee in the Proactive magazine, and we'll talk about her website, Money Saving Mom. Can you just briefly say how the whole thing started for you?
Yeah, so it started in 2007. My husband was in law school, and I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, and I had this little mommy blog that I'd started in 2005, and it just grew out of there because I noticed that there was a lot of interest in the whole concept of how do you save money on your groceries, how do you clip coupons, how do you match coupons with deals, and how do you just wisely use your money. And so it grew out of there, and I just started it kind of as a part-time blog and just thinking it would be this blog that I would do in addition to my other mommy blog, and it just mushroomed far beyond what I could have ever imagined within just a year or two.
Yeah, now you have a book now, right?
Yes, I've written 2 books, and I'm actually working on my third. So
Oh, okay. So really amazing, and then an amazing success story. How do you manage all this? I mean, how do you manage all these coupons, all this saving? I mean, how I mean, I think before the blog, you already had some system in place, right?
yes, I'd actually been doing it since I was pretty young. My mom had me start learning how to use coupons and planning a grocery list and cooking whenever I was a teen. And then my parents did a really great job of teaching us how to handle money and giving us opportunities to handle money from the time that we were young. And so I really credit them with laying that great foundation for me. And so when I started blogging, it was blogging out of these are some things that I've learned that hopefully would help you as well. And I think one of the biggest keys for success if you're married is that you and your spouse are both on the same page and that you
Right.
talk about your finances together, you communicate about it, and you're willing to compromise because you're both completely different personalities and you have to be willing to say, okay, how can we meet in the middle? My husband's a spender and I'm a saver. And so kind of figuring out, okay, what can we do to marry the two of our personalities and make it a success? So for us, it's been that he's had to learn to be more frugal, and
Mhm.
I've had to learn to give him more wiggle room in the budget and know that he finds happiness from spending money, and that's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. And so just giving him that, what we call the blow money, the blow category every
Right.
month that he can spend on whatever he wants because he needs that opportunity to get to spend money.
And especially, the men are boys with toys, so right?
Yes, and I think just he feels fulfilled by spending money, but also by buying things for other people. That's the
Right.
way that he kind of shows love and gives gifts. And so giving him that money that we've budgeted for that, so then I don't have to worry about what money did you use to buy that or whatever. I can just know that he used the blow money and that's what we budgeted it for.
Exactly. So now I think the blog is your full-time job, right? I mean, this is right now your platform, right?
Yes, I started it hoping that we could just make a part-time income from it because I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, and now it's just grown. We actually have 10 people that work for us
Wow.
all across the U.S., and so they're all virtual employees. And I still, I don't usually put in full-time hours, but
Hmm.
I do put in a lot of hours, and it definitely brings in a full-time income for our family.
Wow, that's really a great story. So and tell me how was the growth of the blog? I mean, the first years and then right now, and how is the thing evolving?
So when I started, I had the benefit of starting with a platform that was already in place because I had a mommy blog that had a few thousand followers, so I
Okay.
had that advantage to start from. And I also knew that the market wanted this information, and I already had networked with other people. So when I first started my very first mommy blog, I had to work very hard, leaving comments, writing guest posts. There wasn't social media then, so we just had to network with other bloggers, and we did a lot of creative things back then. And so slowly building up that traffic. I always say it was like you get the little trickles of traffic, and then those grow into a stream that grows into a river that can then grow into this raging torrent.
Crystal, thank you so much for this opportunity and for showing by example that you can actually pull this off. So thank you so much.
Thanks so much for having me on.